good morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is Speed Gaming Live 2023. I am Cyber9 on commentary, and alongside me today, rookie commentator Chrissy. Hey, Chrissy, glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I like Mega Man.
I know, because you do a lot of stuff on the side for the community. But today's matchup, we got 2% Chungus and Zneip in Group D action. This is actually a very important matchup because this is kind of a winner-take-all. The winner of this matchup will actually move on to will take the second spot in the group to move on to the single elimination bracket of this tournament. So it's going to be a really exciting race this morning.
Oh, I didn't know it was that big of a race. Oh, whoa, okay. I'm looking forward to this.
Shocking.
Oy.
Shocking.
Yeah, shocking. So yeah, it seems like I don't know. Do we start them or do they start themselves?
Well, right now I'm gatekeeping, so just make sure they're ready before I release the floodgates.
Okay. We have a really funny Mega Man sprite on Chungus's end there. The Final Fantasy mage, right?
Yeah, he's running as Black Mage, and we got Zneip running as a base sprite. I believe in the program it's called base reloaded, but I don't know what ROM Charlie Boy had pulled that from. Maybe
it's one of the I don't remember it. There was one really hard Mega Man 2 ROM hack. I don't remember the name of it though.
Well, either way, our runners have been given the green light. So in a moment here on screen, they'll be taking off. Just be prepared for that. The timers may not exactly match up. So what's going to be most important is what the done in the race room is going to be. But in a moment they should be taking off, and we'll be seeing the entire menu screen. We'll be seeing where our jumbled robot masters are, and usually you'll see them go to either quick or flash. So we'll find out in just a moment.
All right, looks like we're off. Pizza Hut.
And it looks like Chungus has found Quickman, and Zneip's going to follow right behind him as we move into Quickman's stage. As you see, the questions that really comes up when it comes to the Mega Man 2 randomizer is what is randomized? Just about any and everything that you can think of, between color palettes, sprites you see on screen, and music in the background. I think we're having a slight delay on Chungus's side. I thought we were syncing up here, but it might fix itself in a moment.
Okay, I think it was synced on the wrong one, maybe. But yeah, we'll get that sorted very soon here, hopefully.
Yeah, so right now, just going by Zneip's side, Zneip is at the halfway point of Quickman stage, dealing with the chains that, in vanilla, those would actually be immune to the buster, because Rando, they're now, for the sake of it, weak to the buster.
Yeah, there's been a lot of changes done to like this randomizer since I tested it a few years ago, and there's a lot of quality patches, right, that came recently.
Yep. And you see on Chungus' side, as I think it's catching up, he's about the same. There we go. We're pretty much neck and neck now that we're a little more synced up with each other. As we got one fan fiend in the way that's suspiciously looking like a Yamato Man Spearman from Mega Man 6. As we enter the quick door, and we're going to find out who our first robot master is in this seed. And we got a Metal Man sighted in Quick Room, and he's Buster Soft, so that's a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, and down it goes. And we're going to see if Chungus gets an item out of this. You do. We find item 2 out of Quickman stage.
That is really cool, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just blown away by the custom sprites in this.
Now, interesting enough, Chungus opting to go to Metal Man stage next. I think it's primarily because he's got item 2 in tow, and generally we like to have item 2 for the latter half of the stage to get through. So we're gonna see what ends up coming out of Middleman stage here early on, as Chungus is dealing with our dollar store Metroids and these spiky chains in Middleman stage. They're actually the Dive Men, the sprites from Mega Man 4, but in this game when they come down as the UFOs, we like to call them the dollar store Metroids.
Yeah, they're like really, really cheap looking, man. I do miss that. I don't know what color is. It's like light orange. That color has a name, I think, but I don't know colors. But now we have pink chickens, though.
Yeah, robot chickens are, my favorite version of the randomized sprites for them with these hilarious chickens. And as you can see, Chungus pulled out that item 2, and it's pretty much ignored half of the second half of Metal Stage as Zneip is approaching the Flash door. As again, I think we're having a bit of slowdown on Chungus' side, and we're gonna find out who's in the Flashman room for Zneip. And we got ourselves, well, a vanilla sighting in Flashman, who's also Buster Saw, but he is running like the Dickens, and he jumps high. So this ain't going to be too much trouble. It's just a matter of, placing the lemons, and down goes Flash, and we'll see if he gets an item out of Flashman stage. And he gets vanilla item 3 out of Flash stage.
It's like, what were I going to say? Like, I have a question because you need to answer this. The weapons are like also randomized with like different attributes.
Yep. So the weapons are randomized. It's not necessarily the stage or the robot master they're facing. That's the weapon they're getting. It's just a random weapon, and the actions of those weapons are also randomized. So we won't find out what kind of actions they're doing. We're also gonna have to catch up on Chungus' side and see if he found item 1 out of Metal Stage, because clearly he's through that stage. I'm going to assume. Okay, so he didn't get an item out of my item 3 thanks to that quick menu look on Chungus' side, and he's trying to check the wall weakness real quick here using Leaf Shield, because our crash walls are also weak in the randomized weakness. And we'll talk more about that later when we get to Wily 4.
Yeah, because the items have different like properties and like do different things here, right?
Well,
do you have like always like sipping tools?
Only item 1 is randomized. 2 and 3 act the same as they should, but only item 1 is randomized. What you'll see sometimes is you'll see. Oh no! Okay, almost getting sniped by the frog there at the end of Bubble Stage with its mini toads, and Chungus was hoping for a quick explosion there from the crash bomb, so we won't find out if that's actually a weakness. And meanwhile, here's our second vanilla robot master in their stage in Bubble Man, and it's actually Huggles, as we like to call this version of Bubble Man, because the randomized attribute of this Bowman is that he's going to chase after your sprite wherever it is on the screen. As you can see, that's exactly what it's doing. Meanwhile, Chungus did dumpster Flashman in Flashman's room, and we'll see where he goes next after. And he is going to go to Bubbleman stage next.
That was I gotta say though, that room, or you can see it on Chungus' part right now, the question mark background. At least that is a little more like nice on the bitrate than the original background. Yeah.
Well, we definitely froze the waterfall attribute of the background, because in previous versions, these are the Mario 3 blocks, if I remember, and in previous versions, all of those would be flashing at the same time. So it was a concern among us that, that could be dangerous for people who are running who may be light sensitive. So we decided, you know what, we're going to exit out the background being active. And another thing we exit out in Bubble Lane stage is actually the water lag. So you can see Chungus is actually just chugging along, wink wink nudge nudge, through Bubble stage here without any lag interference from the water.
Man, this is like incredible. Man, like I must say though, like I am definitely joining the next randomizer race, and everybody else watching should join as well, because this looks really fun. Oh, that thing just tipped away.
Yeah, because it's because looks like we got monkeys in the second half of air stage here, as we kind of got talking about bubble stage here. There's nothing for those monkeys to grab on, so they're basically just going into space. I'm sorry, but their planet needs them. Meanwhile, both our respective runners are entering their respective boss stores, as this has been a close race thus far. And we see Quickman on Snape's side, who's actually a sprite of Kangaroo Jack. Not sure if you've ever seen Kangaroo Jack, but you know, you're better off for it.
No, I have never heard or seen Kangaroo Jack ever. No.
Okay, well, don't. I'm just gonna tell you, just don't.
Gotcha.
So anyway, he didn't get an item out of there, so we're off to one-man stage on Snape's side. I don't know if Chungus has an E-Tank. He does. Alright, so this is where I'm bad sometimes about commentary. So this is where... Okay, he clearly has Leaf Shield. I'm surprised he's not testing to see if Leaf Shield is a weakness for Bubble. And instead of just having this chase around, I would just stand there and just let the Leaf Shield do its job. Because I'm using iframes and Leaf Shield is doing the damage, whether it's soft or not. If it's just doing 2, fine. But you know, I'm not doing this run around. I'm just standing right there, just taking care of the business. But you know, this is just me being bad commentator. And just showing my.
I am also the bad.
and just showing my experience. Okay. Anyway, Chungus is now in air stage. Oh, this is actually a bad set with crabs in air, so there's actually
clouds even. Oh yeah.
So this is the section where you actually see the lightning lords show up, and imagine if you're trying to transition from the lightning lords and you've got crabs falling out of the sky. No, thank you. So, so he's at the end of air stage now. Meanwhile, Snape is actually in the top of the treehouse of Woodman stage here. He's gonna pull out, I believe, Crash to take care of this blocky that's in the way. As he's approaching the end of Woodman stage here, Chungus is going to pull out his item too. And this is definitely a strat that's used often when it involves the birds, and you got an item too. You just gotta be careful. Okay, it's pretty much if you get a bird on screen and they drop their egg, they won't respawn until they're off screen. Just like that. So Chungus is about to enter their air door. You know, Snape has entered the wood door ahead of them, sort of, and they're going to take on Crash, who is not Buster Soft. And that's actually a version of Crash Band who we like to call Dumb Crash, because Crash Band tends to respond to when you have a Buster input. But as you can see, there's a slight delay on that Crash Band as to reacting to the Buster. So that's a version of Crash Band we like to call Dumb Crash. But Snape did get item 1 at a wood stage. So he can go wherever he wants. It looks like he's going to go to Heatman first. And I believe we have 3 Robot Masters left for both the runners.
There's one missing on Chungus's end, but I misclicked and forgot what it was. But yeah, they're 3-3.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I'm pretty sure he did metal stage.
Okay. That was the one I missed then, but it's updated now.
Okay, so we got, as you can see now. Okay, so you see right there, Snape is actually on item 1, and item 1 being one of the only items that are randomized. It's actually stationary for this seed, so it's not going to move. Sometimes, yeah. So oh, shrimp, those are fun to see. But let's see. So another little interesting thing, and it's not putting to use here right now, but that's fine. He's just making quick work out of the heat stage right now on Snape's side, as he's reaching the item 2 section here. There's a quality of life aspect that you just that Chungus just used on his side, where if you take damage, you can immediately pause and just kind of save yourself from being hit. And it also helps if you have a weapon on screen. Normally, if you have a weapon on screen, you can't pause, and you have to wait till the weapon either hits its target or dissipates off screen. But you can just cancel that with a pause cancellation. So that's the quality of the life change for the randomizer with this current release. Meanwhile, we got an airman sighting in Heat Room, who's just there to blow hot air. Who's Buster Soft though. I think he could have survived that, but you know, it doesn't hurt to take those safeties. So Zneip is clear of Heat Stage. He's got 2 more left.
The room that Chungus were in there, the Metroid things were like so close to hitting him off item 2. Like I think they spawned and went right up in before him, but that was really tight.
Looks like Chungus is trying to find a weakness for this crash. He's got to be careful. He does not have any E-tanks.
The crash moves. He moves so slow though when he walks there. Oh,
yeah. He's moving slow. He was also dumb crash, and Chungus I think just wanted to find a weakness, but I would definitely just go ahead and limit him down. But again, having low health did not help. And see, he had Crash on screen, and there we go. We found an ultimate weakness for Crash for those Crash bombs. As we needed 3 shots, but we saw it on Zneip's screen earlier that Crash wasn't reacting to when Zneip was hitting his B inputs for the Buster. So he's kind of a dumb Crash, but Chungus really wanted to find a weakness. But either way, I don't want to say who's in the lead right now, but I think Zneip has a slight advantage with having the shorter stage, Metal Man and Crash afterwards. So I would say Snape's slightly in the lead. But Chungus isn't too far behind. He's also got to go through Crash stage, and he still has Heatman stage here to go through. But there's still plenty of time for Chungus to catch up. But he's got to make the move now, as we got a Woodman sighting on the metal conveyor belt. And I think we missed that earlier when Chungus had slow down, and he's going to consume one of his E-tanks. There we go.
That's a fun combo.
Yep. I mean, there are definitely worse combos on this conveyor belt. One for me that consistently haunts me is Flash for whatever reason, but you know, it is what it is. But Woodman goes down on Zneip's side, and he's gonna go to his last Robot Master stage in Crash Man, and we're gonna see what our first room is looking like. Not too bad. We got the hermit crabs with our randomized sprites of the hats, as we like to call them. But I'm gonna see what the elevator screen really looks like, because I think we may have been duped a little there, as I think if I see a shrimp here, I'm gonna be a little miffed. Okay, so looks like right now
Nothing.
the first screen, nothing in the first screen. How about the second? Okay, more
Not that bad.
more hermit crabs. Yeah, so relatively plain, calm elevator screen. Generally, the first screen of Crash, you can have an idea of what's going to show up in the elevator rooms, as those enemy sets are kind of tied together. So I was actually worried when I only saw the one hermit crab on Zneip's side. Meanwhile, Chungus is in Crash stage now. He's got with Zneip having a half stage lead on him, as our runners are quickly approaching the end of their respective robot masters. So we're flying right through this sea.
But have you ever seen a lot of people do any sips when they have item 1 that actually works here, or is sipping in here like it's not bad, right?
No, well, for this tournament we're going zipless, but you know, yeah, we can.
You guys can hear that I am very prepared for this.
it's fine, it's fine. But no, we can definitely zip with that item 1. It is definitely possible.
Sounds fun. Also, we saw 2 mecha mets. I don't know what they're called.
It's fine. You know what they are. You know what they are because how they're acting. They're Joes.
Yeah. Oh, there's the Mega Man 6 sprite you mentioned, right?
Yep. And he's acting like the fan feeds for this game. Meanwhile, Snape is entering the Crash Band door, and actually, look, I lost track of what Robot Master's left. I think it's Heat. Yep, that's Heat, man.
Oh.
And sadly, that dark background.
Oh,
Snape, I can't tell what a weakness is. I don't know if it was 1 or 2. So I have to keep track.
Can he technically go off screen when he does the thing?
Not really, but he's definitely how do I put this? A long glider. If that's how I'll just put it. But he does have other versions where he's got his vanilla actions, and he's got a slow heat, the slow burner. Meanwhile, we have Kunio-kun, who's up to mischiefs as we're going to be entering his castle for the rest of the seed. But right now, Chrissy, we get to play a slight game with us in chat that the community likes to do a lot, and that's to guess the color of the dragon, guess a weakness for the dragon, and for bonus points, because, you know, randomized sprites, guess what the dragon's going to look like.
It's going to be a pink dragon, and it's going to be weak to Crash. And he looks cool. There you go. That's what I have.
All right, I'll put you down for you're looking for the swag dragon.
Yes, that's the glasses one, right?
There's the glasses one, and there's one that actually says swag, but it has glasses and a chain too. But I'm gonna go with my traditional color output of purple and green, looking very grimace-like. I'm gonna say he's weak to. They'll do some hunting, so I'll just say he's weak to bubble, and he's gonna be our unicorn dragon this time.
Okay, this will be interesting.
Yep, as Snape is approaching the top of 181 here. Chungus still has some ground to pick up, and it looks like we got easy going up the ladder here as the blockies said, nope, we're out of here, as we are approaching the dragon as we speak. As he gets good old X2 intro music for the castle stages. And it's the Oats dragon.
Close enough. Kumba is very happy right now.
And not weak to Crash. How about metal? Not metal. Lemons, not lemons. Air? Can air, not air. Bubble? Not bubble.
Oh.
That quick is terrible. Oh no. Okay, he saved himself. That's Leaf Shield.
Whoa.
We don't know if it was.
Okay.
We don't know if it was quick or not because of the distance. But I think on Snape's side, it's like, yeah, this is just what we're gonna do. And he's got to be careful here. Iframe's gonna take that E-tank. Well done. He almost fell off there. Gotta be careful. There you go. There we go. Snape taking down the Dragon X. Let's see what Chungus does on his side as he's approaching the dragon here shortly.
That climbing sprite is not good to my eyes.
I mean, it's a Final Fantasy 1 sprite. I don't know what you want.
No, I love it. But yeah, like, I just really like the randomized sprite option for this. It's great.
Yeah. There's a lot of randomized sprites for the randomizer. Meanwhile, Chungus is going to go through his notions of trying to find a weakness right now, and he's going to try that quick. Did that hit? No, it did not. So our weaknesses actually were, in fact, Leaf Shield and Charged Heat for the dragon. Meanwhile, we got Snape checking wall weaknesses as he wants that E-tank before he goes on to take on the Pico units here in a moment. Not Leaf. It's Bubble. Okay, that could be trouble, as I would know from last night. So, alright, as we move on to the long hallway here, the halfway point of He's trying not to get hit by the by that fireball. As we are charging up, as we can see on Chungus' side, he is going to use atomic fire on the dragon. And down goes the dragon for Chungus. Definitely a close one there.
And it's like you have to like be really focused for these boss fights. Like first you have to find the weakness, and then like if the weakness is like actually like hard to like even use in the fight. I don't know.
Meanwhile, Zneip is taking on the Pico units, and he found Metal Blade, but I don't think he's satisfied with Metal Blade being the weakness, so he's checking other stuff. Not quick, not wood, not lemons. Finds Bubble. I'm not sure if I would use Bubble. I definitely would prefer the metal, but I actually wasn't checking the weapon the energy output for that Metal Blade. Oh, that's actually not good. So Bubble actually probably would be the better option here. And he's got to be careful.
Oh.
I know he's got 2 E-tanks. There we go. Don't be greedy if you don't have to. Anyway, yeah, this Metal Blade's not exactly good for the Pico units here, as it's taking too much energy, so I probably would have stuck with the Bubble. But either way, last Pico unit, down it goes. Meanwhile,
they usually have 2 weaknesses, right?
The randomizer, they got 3.
Oh, okay. And the Buster is one of them.
No, not the C.
Okay. All right, let's see. He's gonna grab the E-tank here, because I mean, I would do that too, because it's like,
yeah, this is the weird. As you can see on Zneip's side, Bubble is a terrible weakness for the crash walls, so I'm already worried for him when it comes to Wily 4. And we found Air Shooter, so that was our 3rd weakness, but it's not exactly being good. I was hoping to see that Air Shooter be 1-to-1 versus the Pico units, but it just was not cooperating for Chungus. I don't exactly know why it wasn't doing that, but it's just is what it is. Careful there. There we go. As you can see, our bubbles actually this seed are in fact the snakes from Snake Man.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's kind of funny. So we have the mecha robot now coming up.
Yep. We got the Guts Dozer coming up, but is it the Guts Dozer or is it not? We'll find out in just a moment here. As Zneip has made it through Wily's sewers. Yep, it's the regular Dozer. Anyway, gonna check out the lemon, see if he's allergic. Air. That's a nice way to see on the Gozer.
And there we go.
And Chungus has to be careful now.
Wait, the music for
the sewers? You're trying to figure it out.
Yes, I my first thought was Chip and Dale 2.
It might be.
I don't know.
Chat,
if you know, let me know.
Hydro City.
Ah, I thought I heard it before. Great choice, Randomizer. I'm proud of you. But yeah, now we're in Green Hell. On Zneip's Hell, Snape's feed here. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, our invisible floors are also randomized in the seed, so you tend to want to check those first couple right above you, so because you can just pull out item 1 and just go around them. Chungus not getting help from the hit detection for Guts Dozer because he was really hoping for that crash bomb to be the weakness. Because he wanted the explosion to shred the Dozer's energy. But he does take him down with the air shooter, as Zneip is now at the halfway point of Wily 4. And we got prop tops, as I like to call them, in the way. So we'll see how he handles screen 3 here in just a moment.
Okay, let's see.
I wish we had.
Okay.
I wish we had go-karts right now.
Oh, Oh, you were talking about the music.
Yep. Meanwhile, Snape did pull out that item too and just said, "Nope, we're not dealing with this," and escaped the propped ups as we are approaching the Boo Beam fight here, and we know Bubble is our wall weakness. Now the thing is, Bubble will not be the weakness of the Boo Beam, so it's just going to work on the walls. So we're going to check. We're going to see how annoying this is going to be for. See, Bubble is a terrible. We need to get. We've started talking about this as far as the group's concerned. Is we need to fix the Bubble for the crash wall detections. And in fact, he didn't need to use Bubble at all. In fact, it's a leaf shield weakness for the Boo Beam. So you know what? Screw that. As we see Snape now using item 1 to full effect on the Boo Beam turns, and he's just got to get over a few more spots and then just take out the rest of them. I'm surprised he's doing it this way, not going up top. But hey, I'm not here to judge. Meanwhile, one more turret left for Snape. All right, you got me there.
But yeah, that was still a great fight though.
Yeah, fortunately, just say, you know what? Yeah, I could destroy the walls, but hey, you know what? Leaf Shield, one of our god weaknesses for the Boo Beams, happens to be the weakness for the Boo Beams. So it's like, we're out of here. So now we're off to refights for Snape, as Chungus is approaching the Boo Beam door, and he's also going to be doing the god weakness check first, and he's going to be very happy when he finds out about that wood.
Well, he picked up on that very quick.
Yeah, because the thing is, when you come to this room, you're generally, from a runner standpoint, you're going to check those two first. I think that's kind of one of the type of woods I like to call the expanding wood, where the sprite tends to expand outward too much, and so that wall weakness that wall tends to be in the way. So, but either way, Chungus takes down the Boo Beams as he's going to be moving on to his refights. Snape, meanwhile, is on refight. He's actually halfway through his refights, as we get to see another look at a Boobly Man. As Metal, don't have to chase him. If you got the E-Tanks, consume it. Don't necessarily need to run around. Just mash. Okay, so Leaf wasn't.
Yeah, come on, E-Tank, thank you.
I mean, seriously, he had the E-Tank. Why didn't he listen to you?
I mean, he didn't die though. He used it. So, but that was like a close call, man.
Yeah,
a really close call.
But what I'm saying is, I hate having to play chase with Bubble Man. So I'd rather just mash away with Leaf or Metal, because Metal actually did actually work on Bubble, but you know, I think he was looking for a fast weakness. Meanwhile, Air is a soft weakness for this Heat Man, and Chungus is put into use here as he's still behind on Snape, but he's got a lot more work to do, as I believe Snape has one more Robot Master left. Yep. So we take on the Machine. Now the Machine, in recent patches of the Randomizer, we've made it less possible for the Machine to be weak to the Buster. So you're definitely most likely going to be doing some weakness hunting for the Machine. But if you find Buster to be a weakness for the Machine, it's going to be weakness for both halves of the Machine. So it's 3 weakness for the Machine and one weakness for both parts of the Machine. As Metal and Crash are not a weakness for Phase 1, and neither are Lemon. So let's see what else. Oh, we found Air. We found Air for the first half. Not for the second half. How about Quick? Not Quick. Yep, take the E. And looks like we got Bubble for the second half.
Oh. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I figured he was going to be fine. Alright, well, with that, Snape does take down the Machine, as Chungus is, I actually don't know. Is that 7? Yeah, it's 7 for him right now. So we're gonna off to Victory Road on Snape's side here, as we have to find the one weakness for our alien for the seed before we can declare a winner. And it's not over yet, folks, until we get to see a dot done. As Snape is approaching the door for Wily 6.
All right, who's the alien? And it is.
I actually don't know this version.
Pikachu.
I actually don't know this. I actually don't know this version, but Chungus on the second half of the machine found the crash weakness and absolutely shredded the machine.
To be honest, that alien looks like something demonic right out of Minecraft or something.
Metal crash. Did not check. It's crash. I was actually wondering if you checked heat, but it is a crash weakness for the alien, and down goes the alien for Snape.
Nice. GG. Rockman 2 guard, okay.
So Snape is finished with a time of 33-23, as Chungus is pulling up to take on their alien.
Oh, and there you go. GG.
Yep, so Chungus finishing with a time of 34-13 according to racetime.gg. So give us a moment here, folks, as we gotta clean up a few things in the background and get things ready for race 2 of this best of 3 between 2% Chungus and Snape. Alright, folks, as we take care of a few things in the background, I want to say thanks to Speedgaming for allowing us to have our tournament here for the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. I want to thank Duckfest, the original creator, for passing it off to the community to continue on his work. And I want to thank you guys in the chat for coming out this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, for this race between these two runners. We had a really exciting first race, actually pretty close overall when it came down to it. But as a few side notes here, as far as what's coming up in the schedule for our tournament, later this afternoon at 2 p.m., we got Charlie Boy versus Game & Wild Dad in a Group C matchup. Sunday, the 27th at 2 p.m. as well. We got the Game 3 makeup between Game & Wild Dad and Sinister Sama, so look forward to that. And then tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., we get our first sighting of Group B in action with Krebel Star and Guy Next Door. So look forward to those matches coming up for the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. And as far as our community is concerned, we're actually in need of volunteers. We need commentators and trackers to help us out. So if you're interested in doing commentary or tracking for us for these races, please reach out to me and we'll get you set up, because that's exactly what Chrissy did, and now he's here doing commentary for this race. And I'm glad to have him.
Mega Man is quite cool.
So as our runners are getting set up for their end, Chrissy, what'd you think about that first seed?
I mean, it looked challenging. That's all I can say really. But I liked it, and I'm hoping for more like crazy weapons. I really like the weapons in this. Like they have custom graphics. They do different things. So yeah, I hope for another one with a lot of cool weapons. Yes.
Looks like it. Let's see, we frozen up here a little bit. There we go. We got a pulse now. All right. Well, while that's getting taken out, both the runners are already in the race room. I'm going to assume both the streams will catch up. So I'm going to release the gates, and we're going to get started for game 2 here in just a moment. All right, folks. Our runners have been given the green light, and they should be going on here in just a moment here. This is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer Tournament. I am Cyberman Wool 9 on commentary. Alongside me is Chrissy. This is a Group D matchup between 2% Chungus and Zneip. This is a best-of-3 matchup with Zneip taking the first game of this set. This is a winner-take-all with the winner moving on to our single elimination. There they go. Let's see. There's Quickman. They both found it, and off they go.
All right. We have Wiley won already. I like those lasers.
Yeah. We do have, I'm going to assume you love the purple color of the lasers.
They were pink, my friend. They were pink.
Purplish pink. Anyway.
Sure.
So looks like we got fan fiends in the way of the second half of the screen here, and our Mets do not care for vitamin C as our lemons are bouncing off them. Meanwhile, yep, we're going neck and neck right now as far as our runners is going down the quick shaft here. And as we listen to, as my colleague just said the most overused track in Mega Man.
Exactly.
Notice I didn't say overrated or burst. I just said overused.
They really are neck and neck right now. If we could have a race like this through the whole thing, that would be insane.
I mean, we have a race like this, there's a potential for a game 3. So, but we still got a long way to go through in this seed. So let's see who our first Robot Master is, and we got Air in Quick Room. So let's see if he is Buster weak. Let's see if he's also a bro. He is Buster soft as he's taking 4 damage. Zneip having the better RNG luck against Airman, and Chungus right behind him. We do get an item from the stage. We get item 2 from Airman. So that's a nice thing to see early on. Let's see if Chungus again goes to Metal afterwards, like he did in the first seed. And yes, he is. He's going to go to Metal Man stage next after getting item 2 from Quick. as we move on for both the runners in their respective stages. We get some good old F-Zero music. As nope, he wanted to use that item too, but that fan fiend said nope for Chungus. Meanwhile, I think Zneip checked the wall weakness there. I didn't see if there was a flash or not, but I'm going to assume the Buster did not work.
Oh yeah, the walls can be weak to the Buster as well. Okay.
Yep.
That's like probably the perfect thing for it.
Yeah, it's literally the quickest check you can do is flash stage for the Buster. I didn't know if he did or didn't, so I'm just going to assume it didn't work.
Yeah, I didn't think it worked. So.
All right. Well,
hopefully it's like a different one, anyways.
Yep. Meanwhile, we got some moles actually covered by the background here that are actually in the make of the Boyer arrows from Super Mario RPG. As Zneip picks up their E-Tank from Flash Stage. Yeah, admittedly, I've missed that jump multiple times. As you can see, our ground here is that of Gemini Man Stage, but it constantly shifts between being square and round, so you kind of just missed your jump there. And it looks like we got Crashman in Flashman's room. He is not Buster Soft, though, as he's got to be careful. He's also not dumb. He's definitely a very aggressive Crashman. As Chungus enters the metal room, and we got a Heatman sighting on the belt. He is not Buster Soft. Hopefully he's weak to Leash Shield. He is not. So Chungus is in for a long fight on the conveyor belt. And
we got an item 3 as well.
I swear I rolled the seeds because this is exactly what happened last time, I believe, where item 3 was in its vanilla location. As Zneip is going to move on to Bubble Man stage now. I swear I gave them a new seed. And yep, thank you for taking your juice box. And Chungus got one more shot on that Heatman. Down it goes. Let's see if he gets an item from Metal Stage with item 1.
Nice.
So let's see if he goes on to Crashman stage. He's gonna go no, because he has item 2. He would go off to Heatman stage. I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is what I would do too. Is if I get 1 and 2, I'm just gonna go off to Heat and get it done out of the way. So Chungus in Heatman stage as we get Shrek as our buddies to see.
I also saw something, or I see something in on Zneip's end there. I see Beats being the sprite for the bird as well.
Yep.
That brings me a lot of happiness.
You can thank our good friend Charlie Boy for digging up a bunch of these sprites and getting them into the randomizer. Meanwhile, Zneip getting kind of beaten up going through Bubble Stage as Chungus is now going to put that item 1 to use now. Just for a little bit though, because we got fan feeds to deal with in the second half of Heat Stage here. Was going to be slightly annoying. Also, that item 1 is a bit of a... Oh no! Just careful! Okay, he landed on there, but wow. By then... But, you know, he put again, we talked about in the last seed, where pause buffering is a must almost, especially for saving yourself in dire situations like that. Meanwhile, we got a Buster Soft Metal Man in Bubble Man's room. As Zneip is going to take them down relatively quickly. Chungus is going to pull out that item 2 that he got from Quickman stage and is going to fly across. As let's see where Zneip goes next. Zneip's going to go to Airman next, as Chungus is quickly approaching the heat door.
It's nice to have that room without that big guy in there. Like on Chungus's end there, he got an air blower instead.
Oh no, well, looks like we got a Flashman sighting in Heat Room. Because Buster Soft, he likes to run and jump. You know what? Flashman go down quick. As we see where he goes next afterwards. Yep, he's gonna go to Bowman stage now. So that is 4 and 4, I believe, on both sides. As Zneip is now halfway through. air stage as we get Chungus going through familiar ground. Looks like we got more birds in the second half of air stage here. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to pull out that item too, and it's going to make the bird follow him from the left side. Be careful of that blocking. There you go. Jump over it. Gonna let the bird chase him, and he's gonna careful of the frog. Yep, there we go. Well done on Snape's side.
Happy frog.
Oh no! No. Oh, see again. The recent update involving Paul's buffering and damage, saving Snape there. If we didn't have that in the seed, that was definitely going to be a trip into the abyss for Snape. As we get we don't necessarily get Quick Man, we get Jogging Man in Air Room there, as he quickly gets slapped around by lemons. Meanwhile, Snape is going to move on off to Woodman
Spark
stage.
Man? Plug Man? That was Plug Man. Come on, man.
I'm going to defer to Charlie as to which sprite that one was. By the way, Charlie Boy is in chat, so he'll probably let us know.
Yeah, he'll scream at us. That is not Plug Man.
Woodman.
See, it's Plug Man. I have now named him. He's Plug Man now. Came from a ROM hack somewhere. Yep, sounds about right.
Once again, he's failing me. Meanwhile, Chungus is actually now doing Flashman stage after a long delay. And he's got a few weapons in tow, so we'll see if he checks more than one. He's gonna check. Yeah, it's not an inverted leash shield. I thought he was gonna check the leash shield on that crash wall there as he was passing by. I don't know if he has metal on hand, and if he's gonna check that. He's gonna check air though. He's definitely gonna shut to check air. Not there, I guess. Definitely wasn't a vertical air. If that makes sense. Ooh, I don't think he wanted to go that way. Generally, kind of don't. But you know, it is what it is. But he does get to check Quick Boomerang on the wall, so we know it's not lemons, wood, or quick for crash walls. Meanwhile, Snape is actually at the end of wood stage here. And maybe we'll get to see if Charlie can name that sprite. By the way, I'm not sure if you noticed, but our Wily doors have the L's from Mega Man 9 at the top of them.
Maybe it's correct that it's Plug
There we
Man.
go. There we go. There's our Woodman. There's our Woodman sighting. Oh, well,
there was an L on the thing, which is Mega Man 9, Plug Man. It's Plug Man. Let's just leave it as Plug Man.
Fine. I'll allow it this time.
All right.
Until we get the master in here of all ROMs. Well, he wasn't here earlier, Kumba, but I don't think he's still here.
Chungus is getting a little bit of trouble with Flashman here, or
It was Crash
whatever was in here.
It was Crash
Man.
Yeah, he also doesn't have any E-tanks, which is not good.
Oh, and this is like not. I'm curious why he's not testing weapons, or maybe he did earlier.
He was testing a few of them. They weren't doing soft weak, so it is what it is. But he does take him down all the same, but he's got some ground to make up now as he gets his item 3 out of Flashman stage. To see if he moves on to Crash next. No, he's gonna go to Wood next, as Snape finds out about the Fan Fiend there. So Chrissy, when you play this randomizer and you see Fan Fiends in this section of Metal Man stage. Be aware of the gap here.
Oh.
Because there could be a fan feed on the other side, and as you're trying to make that normal jump...
It's just like that!
Yep, there's a fan feed sitting right there waiting for you to push it right in.
Oh, that is evil.
Yep.
Alright.
You're welcome for the, you're welcome for the tip.
I will remember it. Ugh.
Meanwhile, this is a really good flash stopper or time stopper, as it got Chungus all the way through the hot dogs. Didn't have to take on a single one. That looked like it was a super atomic heat. It did some soft weakness to He-Man, but it looks like quick is just as good of an option. Yeah, that's a soft weakness there. So just a few more shots. It's gonna have to take one more because one was not soft weak. And there we go. Down goes He-Man.
Nice.
As Chungus trying to get on his item 2 to get through the rest of the treetop here quickly, and he does. Zneip has 2 more to go with Heat and I believe Crash left.
In regards to the boss earlier, is either plus guard or something else. Plus guard or another.
Yeah, I believe those are the ROM hack names.
Mega Man plus guard another.
Thanks, Charlie.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's see Chungus fighting the guy.
Well, yeah, I forgot who was in here too. Yeah, the guy. That guy.
Yeah, him. Another guard plus? Yes, correct.
Looks like we're doing some weakness hunting. Not air. How about quick? Nope. Metal? Not metal. So. Oh, it's our one robot master in the scene that's weak to Flash, and it's this guy.
Him. Oh.
And he does he does stick the lemon in between the shield and takes down. Meanwhile, I think Steve wanted to try Crash on the wall, but he ended up pausing, which negated that explosion. So we won't know about Crash until later if it is in fact our wall weakness. Meanwhile, Chungus is moving on to air stage with some Final Fantasy III music in tow, as he finds out about the crabs in air. So he won't be doing that again.
The perfect combination.
Yeah, crabs in the air is definitely one of the more infamous combinations in air.
I think we talked about this before the race, that the airman and like certain combinations can like really ruin you.
It can be an absolute nightmare. There's the Joe friend. There's the one version of Airman stage that we like to call the Joe Friendly Skies. So where it's just regular Joes and mechs all over the place.
Imagine doing like the actual like vanilla Mega Man 2 and then randomize. That won't even work. You'll just be stuck.
Okay, so Zneip is actually in Crashman stage. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but there were actually shrimp on that first screen. Now, when we reach the elevator section, you're going to notice that there's shrimp there, as Chungus is getting a little beat up right now in Airman stage here. But in the next screen here, you're going to see Zneip having to maneuver around the shrimp, as shrimp in older versions of the randomizer would be a nuisance. But again, with the most recent update of the randomizer, Paul's buffering from getting damage. Of course, having Flash being in tow helps, and also having Metal with you also helps, as getting this little break on Snape's side. As Chungus is entering the air door now, then we taking on Jogman here, who is in fact Buster Saw. And once again, we're finding ourselves in familiar territory where Chungus, I believe, is at least half a stage behind Zneip. I thought he finished Heatman stage. Am I wrong about that?
I was about to ask because I looked away when it happened. I think so.
Oops.
So
Oops.
it happens. It happens.
I mean, we'll find out one way or another here in a moment. I'm also trying to figure out what robot masters we haven't seen yet. I think our remaining robot master that we haven't seen yet is Bubble, and I could be mistaken about that.
Yeah, we probably will see Bubble here now, if he wasn't in Heatman stage.
Yeah. Meanwhile, ooh, Snape deciding he likes the abuse and was hoping for a big energy drop from that prop top there, but did not get it. So he's gonna have to consume one of his juice boxes before he enters the crash door. And yep, there's our Bubble Man. I was slightly paying attention, and it's another Huggles. And he does take damage from Metal Blade, and this is definitely the strat I'm talking about. Is when you deal with this bubble, is just don't chase it, just DPS it down. As yep, that was in fact 8 for Snape. As he's moving on to castle stages, as we get to chase Dr. Mario for his malpractice.
All right, time to guess for the dragon, I guess.
Yeah, I think I'll go first this time. I think we're gonna go True Blue. It's gonna be a blue dragon. It's gonna be even though we just saw Oats Dragon, I'm gonna say it's Oats Dragon this time as well. And sticking with the concept of True Blue, he's gonna be weak to Kami, and by that I mean lemons, and by that I mean the Buster.
I think we're gonna see a pink dragon with shades, and it's weak to quick.
Ooh, okay. I think he missed his jump there. He did. Come back. I'm trying to get up the wall here. All these crabs and frogs in the way. Looks like quick was a soft weakness, or he start. Oh no! One more. There we go. Woo! Chungus cutting it close there, as Snape is not going to go for that big weapon energy capsule there, as he's going to keep going up the climb. Let's try to take out the squirm container there, as we are quickly approaching the peak of Wily 1 here, as one more fan feed in the way. And Shrek's for the gold, and good thing Metal Blade took them down, as Snape is going to reach the top here quickly, and he's going to start walking. There we go. Anyway, so Chungus is actually starting their approach on Wily 1 here. I think he might be a bit too low for those crabs. Yep, gets tackled by that one. I mean, one thing about there's your shades.
No pink though.
No pink.
Looks like booger green.
And he is weak to Crash this time. And it's a mashable Crash. The thing about Crash and the dragon here, though, is if it's a mashable Crash, you want those Crash bombs to actually connect before you start letting loose. And no, it was not heat either. So Snape may be in trouble later on. Was that Leaf?
Heal. Hello?
Oh no! And just like that, the pendulum has swung in the favor of 2% Chungus, as Chungus is now in the lead by half a stage as he's approaching the dragon here. So we know Crash Bombs are a weakness, and we did not find the secondary weakness yet. But, Crash, if you find it can be mashable, you want those Crash Bombs to hit. So watch as Chungus here, when he finds out about the Crash Bombs. What he's going to try and do, though, if I know Chungus, he's going to try and get that explosion off into the dragon's belly, so that the explosion does the majority of the damage on the dragon. That's more yellow. I thought he was pale green, but whatever.
It's probably like a capture thing.
It's not a big explosion. So Chungus is again going to do what I said he was going to do. Try and get the explosions off in the belly, and down goes the dragon. Now Zneip has to find another weakness because we know his crash is depleted, so he's got to find another weakness for the dragon to get past. So Chungus gonna right now have a rather huge advantage as we move on to Wily 2 here on his side. As oh no.
Oh, wait, does the dragon really hit that hard with the body damage?
Well, it's not so much that, it's more of kissing the dragon is instant death.
Oh.
So,
okay.
So that's what happened on Zneip's side. As Zneip is definitely in the hole here. He's gonna have to grind for some weapon energy, as he's gonna grind for Leash Shield, it looks like here, as opposed to Crash, which is, you know, his prerogative. But again, he is in major trouble here. So he's going to put some of it into his weapons, and he's going to move on now. Is he going to move? Yep, he is going to move on. So Chungus, meanwhile, is actually at the halfway point of Wily 2 being...
Dance.
Yes. So, gonna take a look at what our picker units are this time, and find out if Chungus is in danger. And nope, we got a very angry Twitch chat. Boobly. He's gonna find something. He wants to find something else. He didn't feel it's Crash, so we won't know if Crash was a weakness. How about, but, yep, quick. Okay. So I think he's gonna stick with this quick boomerang. And he's gotta be careful here, because Pico's hit like a truck. See? I hope he better consume his E-Tank. I'm trying to tell him what to do, but again, he better. If he knows what's good for him.
The dragon finally let Sniping go now, so he can also join in the Pico level. And Chungus is
2 more away.
Okay, it's one more. Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Chungus has tamed Twitch chat for being angry at him. As we move on to Wily 3, we're gonna see what Wily has in his diet as we move into his sewers. He's gonna take the time to refill his crash bombs here. Well, I'm not sure if this is his diet, but you know, something's off here.
It's
I don't have the analogy to go for here.
Oh, what is that green drink again? That gamer soda thing.
Oh, I have no idea. If you're thinking Monster Energy, I guess we can go with that. Or Mountain Dew.
Yeah, we can go with that. That's not the one that. But yeah,
you're probably thinking Mountain Dew.
We'll go with that. Okay. Mountain Dew. That's the one. The gamer drink. That's that and bats apparently is what he eats.
Alright. So, but no Buster, no air for this dozer, not Leaf, not Metal, Crash. Doesn't check. We're going through the whole array, so he's actually left the 2, so it's either Crash. So he's got to use Crash or Leaf Shield. And I'm not gonna lie to you, yes, Crash probably being a nice weakness. This is another case where I, the lazy runner, would just use Leaf Shield and just, you know, DPS by race, because you're gonna open that Leaf Shield inside the dozer's hitbox and just mash away. So Chungus is gonna have to take the time to refill his crash bombs again here, at the beginning of Wily 4. Meanwhile, Zneip is dealing with the Pico Toasters with Quick Boomerang, like Chungus did. This is also another Final Fantasy track. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Sounds like something from either 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm not gonna overthink it. Meanwhile, Chungus finding the false floors.
No.
Meanwhile, that middle false floor is never not randomized. This room, however, is randomized, and we're finding the secondary false floor in that room, as Chungus is now going to climb up now. Chet's thinking Dragon War. Chungus doing Chungus doing the Buster only strat steer for that room, which is very risky considering our background layout. So, but he made it through. I wouldn't do that because I ain't got the guts to do it. But Chungus is now in our anxiety rooms, as we can see Lightning Lords in the first section. Let's see if they'll show up willingly in the good spots for Chungus in the second section. I think Chungus is going to end up using item 2 here, though, but we'll find out in just a moment as he pulls out those item 1s to get through room 2 here. Moving on to item 2 now. Yep, there we go. As Chungus is waiting for the elevator to move on through. And room 4, item 1. Nope, just switch to his Buster and then just pause while forever. There we go. Yep. Alright, so off to the final hallway to take on the Boo Beams. As we got Fan Fiends in the way. As just at the right time, we're approaching the Blood Sword. Now we can deal some slowdown on Chungus' side. Meanwhile, Zneip, going through YA3's pipes, had to kiss the spike coming down and didn't reach the halfway point, so we had to start the stage over. Meanwhile, there we go, we're back up. And ooh, just like that, we found heat for the walls. Not Buster, not air. Probably wasn't any of our God weakness either. Is it Crash? It's Crash. Yeah. I'm not gonna. I'm like I said, he probably checked his God weaknesses first, and then after that, it's more about deducing which weapon it was. So there's 2, one more. Explosion. Down go to Boo Beams for Chungus. Also, as our Super Atomic Heat, where we don't have to charge. So that was nice to see, as Chungus starting their refights. And you know what? I think now's a good time to go home and be a family man.
Is that a Street Fighter reference?
Yes.
Or am I like me? Okay, I was like, I had to think for a second.
I mean, you can always. I could have always said stand for the gamer national anthem.
The Guile's theme is great, man. It's really good.
Yeah, no, it's because one of Guile's phrases for his windscreen is "Go home, be a family man."
Ah. That I didn't know.
Anyway, Chungus is taking on Heatman. He's gonna look for a weapon. I think he might find this quick boomerang like Zneip did and stick with that. But let's see, no, he didn't stick with it. What is that? I actually don't know what that is. Is that air? That's air. Ooh, nice. That was close. He took the full brunt and still survived. Come on, do it. Yes. So our one robot master weak to flash, Chungus found in the stage and uses it appropriately in the refight. Well done. So Chungus found out about Quick Boomerang for Boobly Man earlier. Takes it down, solve weakness. 3 more to go. Not exactly a quick man, more of a jog man. Soft to lemons. Down he goes. And we got flat.
I just see like a ice skating airman when I see that combination.
I think that sprite's name is actually Time Man, not to confuse with the powered up version. But either way, that's 8 Robos for Chungus. Gonna take on the machine now. Here, is it made out of paper mache? Not today. Not heat, air, not air. Oh, we found Leaf, but he's gonna stick with it. But it's definitely consuming a lot of energy. We found Bubble. He's gonna wisely, definitely take his juice box there to have the energy to finish off the machine. But he's probably gonna go into Pit Road here on Victory Road to refill his Leaf Shield, as Zneip is starting their refights now.
All right.
I'm
looking forward to see what the alien is gonna be now.
He's not doing it, so if it is in fact the Leaf Shield, Chungus is gonna have to mash it inside the alien's hitbox, and the alien hurts if you try to give him a hug. So hopefully for Chungus, it is not Leaf Shield.
But we'll see.
Let's see, Dr. Mario is going to transform into... Okay. This version. Okay.
What is that? Zombie alien?
I mean, that's one way to look at it. If you look, sadly because there's a blue face, it looks like the Golden Coins Mario when he's in space in the suit. But it is in fact crash bombs for the alien for 2% Chungus, and down it goes, ladies and gentlemen. We have a race 3. We have a race 3.
Whew.
But yeah, as far as that sprite concerned, it looks like it's the 6 gold coins Space Mario smushed into the alien's body.
Yeah, to me it looked like some kind of zombie thing.
Again, I would have to prefer Charlie Boy because he made that monstrosity, I think.
Mario alien from Mario alien from Man 2.
I think he's just saying words.
If Man 2 is a thing, I want to play it right now.
So yeah, did I say the restart GG time? Yeah, Chungus finishes with a time of 34:13. Meanwhile, we do have Zneip taking on Metal Man in his refights, as he's at number... That was it. That was his last one. So they are about to take on the machine.
He has a lot of E-tanks, so that's good.
According to Charlie Boy, Cousin Catnip made that one.
Man 2? Okay. Sounds like I got to try Man 2. Hopefully it's not like super hard. I watched Kumba do too much Chico or Pico or whatever it's called.
Zneip fighting Bubble actually for both parts of the machine and takes it down. So they're off to Victory Road. I mean, no one's blaming you. We're just trying to figure out where it's from.
Come on, we are blaming him. He deserves it.
I am legit not blaming him for this one.
We get like a little fire Mario there for a second as well. And no, actually, in between the transition or a transform, then you can see like it's like the Mario 2 golden coins thing. But in this form, it looks like a demonic zombie. Like xenomorph something.
Also, real quick, shout outs to Super Robot Wars.
Ah, yes. And GG.
Alright. So, Zneip finishing with a time of 37:23. So, again, moving on to game 3, folks. I hope you're excited because we'll be back in a moment as as we both press some buttons in the background to get this all set up.
Yes.
Alright, folks, as we are quickly approaching game 3 here, want to do a little of housekeeping again, once again, to give you guys the idea of what's coming up for us. Later on today at 2 p.m., we got Charlie Boy versus Gaming Wild Dad in Group C match. And then tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., we got Gaming Wild Dad versus Sinister Summit in a Game 3 makeup for them. And then 8 p.m. that evening in Group B, finally getting some action, is Crumble Star versus Guy Next Door. So look forward to those matches coming up the rest of this weekend for the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. And yeah, we are just about ready here to start Game 3 here. Our runners are taking a brief moment to catch their breath, get a drink, go to the bathroom, whatnot. And so, want to reach out to you guys again because our community is in need of volunteers. We need commentators and trackers to help us out. If you are interested, please reach out to me or Charlie Boy, who's also in chat. He will help you. We will help you. All of us will help you get hooked up. So if you're interested in being in volunteering and helping us with commentary and tracking, please reach out to us. We'd greatly appreciate it. And secondary, I want to thank Speedgaming for hosting our tournament again this year. Not just as a regular tournament, but as a part of Speedgaming Live 2023 for the online portion. It's my hope that we get to do the offline portion too, but nothing's been announced for that. But until then, I hope to see you folks here for the next several games or races for the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. And we still got a lot to go through in this tournament, so we are again setting up here for Game 3. So give us a moment as we're setting up. Okay, sorry about that. I also need okay. You don't need to know about that. So looks like our runners are ready in the race room. Let me just tap them on the shoulder, see if they're actually ready. Ready? Okay, folks. We have been given our runners the green light here, so momentarily on screen here, we will be off with Game 3 of this best of 3 matchup between 2% Chungus and Zneip. This was a winner-take-all race, and now it's a winner-take-all match, as the winner of this matchup in their group will be the second seed to move on to the brackets for the tournament. This is Speedgaming Live 2023. This is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. I'm Siberian Bull 9 on commentary, and I got Chrissy sitting next to me virtually.
Yes. Hi.
Chewing on his fingernails, says he's very nervous.
Yes. Go Norway. Haha. No, but this is really exciting. I'm happy we got a third match out of this, and we're off. Okay, and we got an SG seed.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right, so off into Quick Man stage we go. As we get some Magna Centipede music to regale us as we fall through, and we get a Breakman as our Joe sprites the seed. Both of our runners getting sniped by the Breakman, as we are now at the halfway point, and we get another sighting of our chickens for the seed, as Zneip is just going on through, and Chungus being a little more cautious. As Zneip will be the first of our two runners going down the quick shaft here.
Yeah, the runners have been incredibly close throughout the two races.
Yeah,
it's a blast to watch for sure.
Yeah, they've been very close. Last race came down to a weapon shortage versus the Dragon, and some mistakes against the Dragon for Zneip, which allowed Chungus to take the lead and just stranglehold it. But now we got both the runners approaching their first Robot Master in the quick room, so we'll find out who's waiting for us. And we got ourselves a He-Man. Is he Buster Soft? He's not. So get ready for a dance, Chrissy.
But this looks fun.
I said it's a dance.
Takes two to tango, you know.
Yeah. This is the He-Man version we like to call the Devil He-Man.
Ah, he looks so much more sinister on Sniping's the capture.
It's probably because of the darker background. So, and there's definitely some more sinister versions of that version. Imagine having the black background where that particular Heatman is black, and you only got the eyes and that shield letting you know where he is. Rather terrifying and awful. Meanwhile, both our runners are now moving off to Flashman stage. We did not get an item out of Heatman stage, so here we are in Flashman stage, which is an actual first, because our other two seeds for this best of three, in fact, did have item 2 behind it in Quick Man stage, but not this time, as both the runners are now moving on. We do not have Buster Soft Week crash doors. How about air? Not air. So we can scratch Lemons and Air Shooter off the list for the crash wall weakness. As it looks like we got another sighting of Boyer's arrows in the background. At least I thought it was. But we do have prop tots and the... what did he get hit by? Anyway, Chungus opting to buster down the Batonton as a Pac-Man ghost there, so he can get his E-Tank. Zneip entering the flash door first, and we got ourselves an airman in the room, who is definitely Buster Soft. Like seeing a Buster Soft airman. 3, 4, 5? No, 4. So airman in the randomizer, to say the least, airman has a property I like to call where he's going to be a bro or not. If he does 4 or more shots, and he can do up to 5 shots for his air shooter before he moves, that's not the airman we want to see at all. Especially with those randomized shots being fired out, we definitely would like to see a much more bro-like airman. Meanwhile, the chickens just came out of nowhere in the air and almost tackled Zneip.
Oh,
Almost take. Yeah, right there. Like I said, almost tackling Zneip and sending him into the abyss. Chungus is moving on to bubble stage, as we got some more crabs in the early section of bubble stage again. So we'll see them again later on in the stage as Zneip is approaching the halfway point of air stage.
I do really like the platforms being clouds here. I presume that's a randomizer thing, but a stage looks so much better with the clouds.
Okay, that was close. Zneip almost getting tackled by the crabs in the air. And again, the community's favorite pattern in air stage: crabs in air. Love seeing this. Love seeing this grouping. Right there again. See crabs in air. The best pairing. And Zneip is going to make it to the door here. No more crabs to deal with. And we're going to find out who our robot master is behind the air door. Meanwhile, Chungus taking a pummeling in bubble stage here as they approach the bubble door. And we got Metal Man cosplaying as a Luckman in air room here.
That's a sentence I thought I'd never hear, but yes, that's. He was airsoft. He was Buster Soft too.
Well, yeah, he was at least week to 11s. I'm not to intentionally correct you. When I look for Buster Soft, I want to see 4 damage. But does work nonetheless, as all the robot masters actually will get damaged by the Buster. As we got a Boobly Man sighting in his vanilla room. Air shooter did not work. Not crash. So we are just gonna end up bustering down this Bubble Man. Chungus fortunately not being too greedy and wisely taking their juice box to finish off Bubble Man. And we'll see where Chungus ups to go next. So far, no items from air or bubble or quick or flash. As Chungus is now going to move on to Metal Man stage here, as we get some Esperanto action going on for us. As we got our Fat Tops from Top Man stage in Mega Man 3 acting as our frogs.
This is such a wild seed. I'm just saying that right now. So much happening. We have crabs, we have whatever is happening on Chungus's part here, and demon robots.
Alright, so Snape is approaching the bubble door. He does have another weapon that Chungus doesn't have, but I believe Snape will stick to the Buster mostly for these fights. He's going to take his juice box. He is going to switch weapons. He's going to check that Lee Shield. That's normal damage, and he's not a Huggles this time either. So you know what? This is fine. Ballman will go down all the same. And down it goes. And it's definitely not the good Lee Shield. It's the kind of Lee Shield that expands first before it comes back in. So we got to be careful about that if it ends up being necessary for the Boo Beams. But Snape is going to move on to Woodman stage next, as Chungus is entering the metal room here. Going to find out who we're fighting on the conveyor belt. It is in fact Crashman. And we find a soft weakness with the air shooter now. A couple more shots. There we go. Down goes Crashman for Chungus. Did we get an item out of metal stage? We get item 3. So we got 3 stages left. All three of them are the what's considered the longest stages for this game in Crash, Heat, and Wood. So one of our longer stages is in fact going to have an item in it. So Snape and Chungus will, meanwhile, while both being Wood, are going to find out if in fact Woodman stage has an item waiting for them. Meanwhile, Snape taking a beating from the hot dogs, making it through, getting a nice big energy drop from the last cat there.
I can believe that this upcoming room for sniping is like very annoying, can be at times as well, depending on what you get in the randomized enemies.
Meanwhile, Chungus pulling out Flash Time Stopper again to get through the hot dog room, which is definitely something that I like doing. There's some good old classic vanilla speed strats. As we get Chungus entering the top of the treehouse and Snape coming out the other end of the treehouse. You know, it's still a close race, folks, as these runners have been going rather neck and neck throughout this best of 3 set. And we got a Flashman sighting in Woodman's room. It's definitely Buster off as he goes down relatively quickly. Definitely jumping high enough to get underneath him. Did we get an item? We got item 2 out of Woodman stage, which is nice to see. So I imagine... Okay, well, this is fine too. Metal stage is fine too. But, you know, I keep thinking about my own thought process. Like, alright, we're off to Heat. But either way, we do know Snape will get their item 1 out of metal stage here. As Chungus has taken down Flashman, is going to get their item 2, and I imagine I'm going to see on Chungus' screen them moving on to Heat stage, and that's just me assuming. Nope, they both runners have defied me, and rightfully so. But they are now going through familiar territory in both Metal and the Crash. And Chungus being a little cautious there, but he's going to find out in just a moment that, yep.
Oh, and chickens.
And as you can see, Snape pulling out his item 2 to ignore half of Metal Sage here. Pause buffering there so he doesn't get hit by that Joe bullet, which is nice. One more enemy, there we go. So they'll be entering the metal room door here. As we once again see Crashman on the conveyor belt. Is kind of a dumb Crash too, because he's not responding to Snape's lemon inputs there. Down goes Crashman for Snape, gonna get their item 3. And they just got Heat and Crash left for them.
Chungus and we have the crabs again.
Yeah,
they're back.
Chungus is being careful. The one thing you can pay attention about the patterns, there's always going to be one in front that falls in front of you, and then the second one will fall behind you, and then when there are 2 on screen, the next crab won't appear until 1 is off screen. So always think 1 in front and then 1 behind, and then try and remember which one came afterwards. And thank you for stopping by Bull's Corner again. As Snape is now going through the elevator rooms, we got both Tellies and Shrimp in the way, going up the climb. Meanwhile, Chungus said, "Yep, I got Quick Boomerang. I found out that is a weakness for this metal, and I'm gonna dumpster him." So Chungus is gonna move off to Heatman stage next, as Snape is halfway through Crash. And Chungus is gonna have to be a little careful going through this first section of Heat stage with these shotmen in the way. And but more crabs, as Chungus is going to pull out their time stopper here to ignore the fact that these crabs are just appearing and causing just a mess for him. So be careful, just barely gets by that last one. And he was thinking of pulling out his item 2 there, I think, to make a platform, but opts not to, which I don't blame him. But he is past the first section of Heatman stage, as Snape is in the latter third of the Crash climb, as he's putting that item 3 to work as he's making the climb relatively quickly. Gonna pick up his E-Tank here, and we'll find out in a moment here who is waiting for us at the top of Crashman stage.
I believe it's gonna be Bubble Man?
No, Bubble was in his stage, but
okay.
It's not gonna be Crash. I don't think we've seen Wood yet.
It's probably Wood Man.
Oh,
it's Quick Man. Oh, okay.
Okay, yep. And we found out our Crash Balls are in fact weak to Crash Bombs. So we see Quick Man on Snape's side in Crash Man's room. I think Woodman will appear now in the Heatman's room as Chungus is approaching that door, as Snape has a Heatman stage left to go through. Chungus still has to do his Crash climb as well.
This is like really exciting to watch.
Yep, and there's our Heatman, or Woodman. Who's in the sprite form we like to call Banana Man.
Banana Man.
Chungus should probably yep. He wants to use that Crash Bomb to do the damage, but and it is doing his damage, but it's not shredding enough fast enough for my liking. So I would have been looking for a new weapon. But it does work all the same, as a Woodman goes down, gets shredding by the explosions. As Chungus still has to go through Crashman stage next, getting their item 1 out of Heat stage. Is this even randomized?
It's probably not randomized, man. You forgot to randomize it.
Right. I didn't hit the button.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Chungus doing the Crash climb. Snape got to be careful here now. He's only got 1 dot of health, and he's got to be super careful, because if he takes damage here before he gets to the heat door, he's got to do this whole section again. Picking up an extra man along the way here. And we got a blocky in the way. And 1 shot, there it goes. I believe Snape has a juice box. He's gonna see that woodman, and then he's going to consume said juice box. At least that's what I believe.
All right, Banana Man on Snipe here.
And he did indeed consume the juice box. He's not Buster weak, or was he? I don't know. That color background didn't make it apparent, but I think he was though, because that was a quick fight versus Woodman. So down it goes. Zneip, the first of our runners in this game 3 of the best of 3. First off to Wily stages here, as we can see Wily in his OG capsule. And one more time, Chrissy, we gotta figure out this dragon.
Okay, I'll go first this time. I think it's gonna be pink with shades again, and but this time it's weak to wood.
So 2 of our seeds, that dragon was weak to wood. Is it gonna be weak a third time? We won't know. But I think I'm gonna go. Let's say it's going to be a reddish yellow dragon, and he's going to be weak to metal.
Okay.
As Chungus dumpsters Quickman in Crash Room. Zneip at the halfway point of the Wily 1 climb, trying to get around this construction worker, which is actually acting as our Chanky makers in this seed. And one thing about Chanky makers is they actually weren't randomized either. So in the vanilla game, you can actually one-shot the Chanky makers with air, and that's been transferred over into the randomizer. As Zneip is approaching the dragon now, hopefully he has better fortune against the dragon this seed as opposed to the last seed, because he definitely took a beating from the dragon, and it's the unicorn dragon. And he's completely green. Not Crash Bomb, metal, not metal, and it's Buster.
Damn, that was a quick one.
Yep. You know, Chungus taking shots at the Chanky Maker to take him down. As Zneip is starting their Wily 2 run, picking up some weapon energy ammunition there.
What kind of enemy is like trying to spawn in that room that Chungus was in there right there?
Well, I don't know what enemy would have been spawning there, but because there was nothing there, I'm not going to complain. In the vanilla version, you know, it's tellies.
Yeah.
Terrible. If you want me to tell you the terrible ones to see in that room, frogs, rabbits, mech joes, squirms. Don't want to see those in that room. Shrimp. So anytime that room is clear, I am happy. As Chungus mashes down the dragon, as Zneip picks up their E-tank at the halfway point of Wily 2 here. But yeah, I don't want to see any of the things I just listed when it comes to that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Do the frogs like stay in the air though, or
they
fall down?
The frogs stay in the air, and they're continuously firing their tadpoles out as long as when they all fall off screen.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad the runners don't have to deal with that.
At least not this scene. You know, Chungus is not taking the time to gather the small weapon castles as Zneip is about to deal with Pico units. He only has half metal, and it's not a good metal. Watch this metal. Watch each shot is taking a bit of weapon energy. So this is not the way we go. There we go, Buster. That's what we like to see.
There's been a few Buster like that do a lot of damage in this one.
Yep. It also helped that it was the dragon was weak to the Buster too.
Mm-hmm. Are we gonna see all the Wily bosses being weak to the Buster?
No, but I have seen all the Wily bosses be weak to air.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Oh, it was, considering the fact that air shooter can potentially just shred the boss's health. Meanwhile, Chungus not having to do too much. I can check wood and then went to Buster. So these Pika units, these vanilla Pika units, I should say, are going to go down in order on Chungus Sin. Meanwhile, Zneip has entered the Baja Blast of Wily 3.
We have evolved from Mountain Dew to Baja Blasts over the last 30 minutes.
I mean, it's all about coloring.
Yeah, it is all about the coloring.
Alright, so we get some Gates music as we fall through Wily 3 on Chungus' side. Sadly, we hadn't been switching audio because Zneip's audio was not usable for this set, folks. So if you're wondering why we haven't been switching it, that's why. Meanwhile, we got one more. You were asking for this.
Yeah, I told you this is Buster only. This is like Kame's would have been Kame's favorite seed. Amazing. It's gonna be more, man. I don't think it's. Is it possible for the walls and the bow beams to be both weak to Buster? Though?
No.
They have to be different.
They are different. I don't know why that's the case, but even though in the vanilla version, the crash walls and the bow beams are weak to crash. But either way, Chungus wanted to see if crash would work on the Gozer because he loves seeing the explosion shred the health of the bosses. But he did find Lemon's secondary, and down they go. Zneip now going to go through the invisible spike room here, but they're going to take out their item 2 and just ignore the entire section. Meanwhile, we got some interesting Final Fantasy VI music, as this is the boss track for in Final Fantasy VI.
There's a lot of Final Fantasy music in this. Is that a setting you can like pick? Can you like decide what music genres you want from?
Not yet, but one of our volunteers who's been working on the randomizer since Duckfist has handed over actually wants to work on that, where you can actually pick your tracks that are playing throughout the seed. But I don't know how far along he is on that. So right now it's not in this version, but we do have a ton of tracks in the randomizer.
Sounds great. Everybody who watches this who haven't tried this yet should definitely pick it up and just test it out because it's really cool.
Yep. And right now we got Zneip approaching the crash doors. Let's see if it's one of our god weaknesses. Yeah. So this leaf shield has this terrible expanding property where it's actually reaching across and actually wrapping around the screen and hitting that other blue beam on the other side. We do know our crash wall weaks are weak to crash bombs, so we're just getting those out of the way and reducing the lag. So how about metal? Oh my goodness!
I told you.
So that's 4 of 6 Wily bosses weak to lemons.
Even the machine will be weak to it.
And that's supposed to be a 5% too.
Oh damn!
But we'll find out in a moment. This is indeed the Kami Senin seed. As Chungus pulls.
Oh.
Chungus trying to get the corner jump there, but not quite getting it. Meanwhile, Snape's starting their refights. Chungus falls buffering through the blue beam shots. And just a few more lemons, or I guess staves in the Black Mage's case. Down going the boo beams for Chungus, as they will be starting their refights. Zneip at fight number 3. As once again, this is a very close race, folks. One mistake and the pendulum will swing.
I'm just like I'm like so focused on this because it is still quite tight. Like if one of the runners do like one mistake, especially Zneip in here, everything can be turned around in like a split second. So it's yeah, very exciting.
Looks like Zneip found bubble for for Heatman there, and just dumpstered him. Meanwhile, Chungus is taking down Woodman. That was their second robot master, as Zneip is at Airman, as they're both high-fiving each other in the same room. But he's got 2 more left on Snape's side, as Chungus has 5 more. Chungus was looking for a little heat-on-heat violence. Not air. Wood. Wood does minimal, so we're checking the next weapon. He's going to find out about that bubble. Is he going to consume his E-Tank, or is he going to risk it all? Well, he's going to consume it now because he was in the corner. So he had no choice but to consume. Meanwhile, Zneip, about to take on the machine. Is it?
What should be? Is it going to be it? No.
But it is air shooter week, which is for the first section. But will it be for the second? It is.
Oh.
And as you can see, air shooter absolutely ripping through the machine for Zneip, as he's going to move on to Victory Road now here in this best of 3.
Now, what's going to be the weakness for the alien? What do you think? Quick, fast.
I mean, your guess is good as mine. Me personally, I'm a page 2 gambler, but I think these runners should suffer. So I'm hoping it's charged heat.
Wow. Yeah, I'm with chat. I think it's gonna be Buster again. Is this seed even randomized? Oh, we have like a crystal now. It was not Buster, sadly.
Buster, not air, not leaf. I think he's trying leaf, but because of the background, I can't see it. Not Boobly. Did not get any of those quick boomerang shots in. Metal? I thought that did damage. Quick. And I feel happy now.
Oh, okay.
Look, I don't have the weakness chart in front of me, but we will see that weakness chart in the screen here. Meanwhile, Zneip is frozen up on us, so I'm waiting to see if it'll come back or if he's having trouble on his end. Okay, there we go.
GG.
And I'm just gonna wait a bit while Chungus is finishing up before I tell the times here. What is this track? Yes, Chungus. Oh, well, Chungus gonna find out about heat relatively quickly because he checked air before he moved on, and there we go. So our official times: 31:46 for Zneip, 32:28 for Chungus. So get those GGs in chat, folks.
Amazing races. I really enjoyed that.
Alright, so give me just a second, folks, see if our runners want to come in for a post-race interview. Alright, joining us right now is 2% Chungus. GG's, my friend. Tough luck. And is your mic muted? Can't hear him.
He lights up though, so there's something coming through.
Yeah. Chungus, we can't hear you. Oh, I heard shuffling. Nope, still not coming through. Give us a focus. Alright, so it looks like Chungus's headset's not working, looks like. Chungus, if you want to type into Twitch, if you got Twitch chat up, just type your question, type your responses in there.
Hardware. Yeah. Tech stuff is big bad.
So, Chungus, what did you think of those seeds? And a little tough luck there, but you made the comeback in seed 2 here. I want you to know that your opponent, Zneip, actually kissed the dragon, which actually flipped the seed around for you to make that comeback. But what did you think of those seeds? Chungus is saying in chat here that the Robos gave him the business in the first one. Yeah. And yeah, he felt great in the third one, but Zneip just outclassed him according to him. Let's see if Zneip wants to come in here. Drag him on up if you can, Chrissy.
Sure.
And joining us now in the booth here is the winner of this best of 3 is Zneip. How are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh.
Sadly, I'm glad we can hear one of you.
Well, I'm doing good. I messed up bad on the second race.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens.
Redeemed myself.
I mean, let's be honest. We've all wanted to kiss a dragon.
Yeah. But I did good. So yeah, was dreading this matchup, but I managed to come out on top.
Yeah,
It was an incredible race to watch, though. Like all 3 of them.
That's
was
good.
really good. Yes.
Putting on a show.
yeah. Chrissy loved it so much that he's going to start running them now.
Yeah, he's gonna join next year.
Oh, yes. Apparently, I am. Yes, sure.
You said it. We have it on the stream here.
I will tell Fiesel to delete this race. Never happened. But I have like absolutely no like previous data on this. How are we looking right now? Like, how many races is it left before the finals and such now?
We still got a ways to go. We still got what way it's just ended up working out right now is we're pretty much by the end of this weekend we'll have 2 groups done, and we still got all of B and the rest of A to get through. So we are flying through this tournament. We started on the 14th, so we are just crushing it as we move along here.
That sounds great, though. I must like definitely like watch more of these. so I can grab those secret strats from you, randomizer runners.
Right. So Snape, you with your win, you actually get to move on to the bracket portion of the tournament here. Now you're gonna have to wait a bit because we got to figure out who's gonna end up in that slot. But you know, it's how do you feel about moving on right now?
I feel great. That's amazing. I didn't think I could get this far.
Watch him win the whole thing. It's gonna happen.
Oh, I gotta be nice about things now because I can't talk back right now.
Yeah, behave.
I have to, but right now I'm 2-0 in my group, but we'll have to see that till then. So let's see. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else that stuck out in my mind. So, anything that stood out for you, Snape, as you were going through those seeds?
Nothing I can think of. Just I messed up at the dragon and wasted all my ammo, so I had to stand in the ladder and refuel.
Yeah. You wasted all your ammo twice because sadly you gotta make sure those crash bombs hit before you fire the next one on the dragon. But yeah, having a rapid fire crash, while nice, you gotta make sure they actually hit the dragon before you decide to go nuts.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I would say you overall you ran solid races outside of the dragon mishap because you were very consistent as you were going through all your seeds. You definitely had a set strategy and you just stuck with it.
Yeah, been practicing a lot, so it's easier when you have the bosses seen. I thought there was going to be a mix-up in this tournament, but fortunately not.
Yes. I have a tiny question though to both of the runners. Which of the races were the hardest one? Like had the hardest seed?
Maybe the second one.
What about we'll get 2% Chungus's reply in chat here in a second. But yeah, the second one was like it seemed crazy. The first seed was a pretty nasty air stage. Oh yeah, that's right. There wasn't there like there was like crabs in like all of them.
I think so.
Oh yeah, and you almost got tackled by a chicken in the third one there.
Yeah, those pause strats are amazing in this new version.
Yeah, I keep telling people they're a lifesaver because definitely in older versions of the randomizer, some of those hits would have definitely taken you a trip into the abyss.
Yeah.
Definitely some crazy seeds for sure.
Okay, let's see. Chungus is saying that the first seed had a pretty nasty air stage. He wished the second seed had more crash weaknesses. And the crash shortage in seed 2 was hair-raising for him. He's also agreed on the knockback cancellation overall these seeds were pretty much, I don't want to say absolute mirrors of each other, but you know all three of these races were very close. That's why that second seed where sadly Snape, you took the spill, it flipped the way it did. So this is a case of we had two very even runners where a major mistake like that and it's curtains.
I gotta say though, really good job from both of the runners.
Thank you.
And yeah, I guess I can say it this time and say that if anybody wants to help out with this, with commentary or tracking, definitely hook up or look up the Discord and get in contact with. Is it you, Siberian? They're supposed to contact.
Yeah, they can get in contact with me, and they get in contact with Cree. They get in contact with Charlie Boy. In fact, you get in contact with any of us in the Discord, and we'll hook you up because we're in desperate need of volunteers. We need commentators. We need trackers. But and if you like what you see here, just come give this randomizer a try. But not just to force you to do commentary, but come give this randomizer a try. As you can see, we've made a believer out of Chrissy, of all people.
Yes, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm here. So it was fun.
All right. I think with that said, I think it's time to get us out of here. If you guys don't have any additional remarks to make.
Not that I can think of. Just amazing with all the new music. Thanks to the music gang for that.
Yeah, one of our new developers, Quantum, helped out with that, along with Prodigy. But yeah, with that, folks, I want to thank everyone once again for coming out for this best 2 out of 3 race between Zneip and 2% Chungus, which was absolutely incredible. Later on today, though, we got another race that features Charlie Boy versus Gaming While Dad at 2 p.m. and these times are Eastern. So look for that. It's going to be on Speedgaming 6. They actually have the schedule here. That's going to be on Speedgaming 6. Tomorrow afternoon, we got another doubleheader. We got the makeup game 3 of Gaming While Dad versus Sinister Salmon. That's going to be at 2 p.m. And then at 8 p.m., we get some Group B action between Credible Star and Guy Next Door. So look forward to those matches coming up in the tournament. Right now, again, thanks Speedgaming for having us this year, and not just on their channel for this year, but for Speedgaming Live 2023. So thank you, and I guess we'll see you this afternoon for the next race.